What up, y'all? Time for another box and another review. We got my Geek box. So, a miracle happened this month, and the box came on time. It came on time all by itself. I didn't have to hunt them down. I didn't have to threaten them with lawsuits to get what I paid for. It came, it showed up on the month that I ordered it. This is March's box, and it came actually in March. I was in complete disbelief. I didn't expect it until halfway into April, which it is now by the time this video is going up, but it came on time. In all the months that I've had this has never happened. It's never come on the same month that I've paid for it, ever. And I don't know what to think about that. I'm so used to being so angry and spiteful at this company, and they did what they were supposed to for the first time ever. So, still don't like them, but at least it came on time, so I'm just very blown away by that. Anyway, let's get into this box and see what kind of cool stuff we got this month. So as usual, no theme on this, just general nerdy geek theme. We got a t-shirt, and this one was pretty cool. So if you can see this. So it's just like a Ghostbusters shirt. It has a bunch of different stuff on here. It's got the proton pack, it's got the little mousetrap style ghost catcher, and it's got some of the goggles and the PKE reader. Different stuff on there. So just a bunch of little symbols from Ghostbusters, and just a general Ghostbusters themed shirt. I thought that was very cool. I thought it was really clever how they did that. I really like that design. I thought it was pretty cool. And the shirt fits okay. It's definitely a cheaper quality shirt. It's the Gildan brand, and you can feel the material. It's somewhat rough, and it doesn't fit super great. It doesn't sit well on the body. So it's definitely a cheaper shirt. But I did like the design on it. I thought that was cool. I like that. Good choice. I personally, if I had seen this out in a store, I'd probably buy it. If it were nicer quality, I would definitely buy it. So I thought that was pretty cool. Next, we have one of the Money World from Kid Robot. We got a Wolverine. So this is the medium-sized one. It's not the mini, and it's not the extra large one. And this is the not the buildable, but the create your own hero type of thing. It comes with a bunch of stickers in there and little attachable things, and you basically just build your own figure. So it's kind of like a do-it-yourself, but not as annoying because this gives you all the stuff inside. You just put the stickers on and put the accessories on, so that's kind of cool. I have some other ones like this. I got an Iron Man and War Machine one because I thought they were cool, and I drew on them and stuff so to add more to it. So these aren't too bad. Nothing spectacular, but pretty cool. So I like that. And then next, we have a figure. So we just saw these type of figures in another box. What was it? I think it was Geek Me box. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Geek Me box. So we had a DC one, and we got Bane in the Geek Me box. And this one, same company, same style, but we get Spider-Man. And yeah, that's cool. How could you not love Spider-Man? And these are pretty decent quality figures. They're not super amazing by any means, but they're meant strictly for display purposes, which I like. They come with a base in there, and you set them up for display. So the sculpt is pretty good on them, and the paint job is decent on them. So these are decent figures, and it has good packaging if you wanted to keep it in the package. So yeah, these are actually pretty good figures. And you didn't get some random 2-bit character. You got Spider-Man or someone else of that nature. So you got good characters in there. So that's cool. I definitely don't mind that at all. Spider-Man figure. Next, we got a really old Doctor Who book. So it's a Doctor Who classic, The Mind of Evil and the Claws of Axis. So yeah, a really old Doctor Who book. And it is really actually an old book. I think this is from the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. I know the original is from the 70s, but when is this? Okay, so this was reprinted in 1989, so still very old. The original's from the 70s. This reprint was from 89, so even the reprint of this is still very old. So if you're really into Doctor Who, or into old stinky books, then hey, this is totally for you. I probably wouldn't check this out. This is too much of just solid reading, and it doesn't seem like a very good book personally. It's very old, and it seems like it'll be a little bit outdated. And even by like the pages, you can tell like it's an old book. The pages have started to yellow a little bit. So, and it came a little damaged, which isn't a big deal, but I don't know what it is about this company. Like, something always seems to come damaged. I don't know if it's international, which I don't think it's because it's international, because I get things shipped international all the time and they show up fine. But this company just doesn't pack things well. There's no packing peanuts or bubble wrap in there. They just throw it in, so things get banged around a lot. Not a big deal because this is just a book, but just saying about this company, something to be aware of. So, very old book, Doctor Who. Alright, there's that. And next, this is a greeting card. So, this is a birthday card, which you're probably thinking like, no big deal, right? Birthday card. But this is actually really cool. This is like an interactive, extensive birthday card. So you open up the card, and it has an envelope. It also has some stickers on the inside, and it also has like a mini comic book on the inside. And this mini comic book has all kinds of activities. So you got like a word search. You got some like pictures in there, like find the difference pictures. There's like the little mini comic. There's a puzzle, like a maze, and yeah, just a bunch of fun little games like that in there. So this is like a very interactive card, and it comes in a nice like plastic casing and everything, so this is actually kind of cool. You'd have to, obviously you'd be giving this away to someone, and they'd have to like Doctor Who, but if someone did, this would be a really cool like card to give them, because it's not just a plain card, like it's actually interactive. It's almost like a gift in itself, so this is actually pretty cool. I've never seen anything like this. And I'm not the biggest fan of Doctor Who or anything, but I thought this was cool, and this is something different. So, there was that. So, a really special little Doctor Who birthday card. And the last things, we just got some candy. An Airhead, which seems very old, because it traveled from the US to the UK, then the UK back to me. And then we got a Krabby Patty. SpongeBob little Krabby Patty gummy candy. So cool. Some candy. What if? Alrighty, so that's all the items in the box. Let's talk about the value just a bit. Alright, let's talk about the value of this box. So first off, with the shirt, the Ghostbusters shirt, I'm not going to give this a straight $15 value, because this company doesn't always deserve it. I'm going to say 12 to 15 on that one, because I did like the design, but the shirt was very poor quality. And there's so many designs out there, it's not hard to pick a good one, but it's hard to make a good quality shirt that's actually useful. So I'm actually going to only do 12 to 15 on that one. So yeah, so a little bit lower value than normal, but well deserved. Next, the money figure. So these I don't think are in circulation anymore, but when they were, I want to say they were either $10 or $12. I can't remember how much they were. But if you go online, that's around the price you're going to see them at. They have different characters on there, but you'll probably pay around $12, if not more, for this, including shipping and everything. So I'm going to put a value on that of $10 to $12. Next, the Spider-Man figure. So these figures are actually pretty nice. These run right about $10. You can find them as cheap as $8 if you can find them in a store. I know some stores that have similar ones, like DC ones, that go as low as $8, but it's very difficult to find them that way. So online you're going to pay right around 10, at least $10 for this. So that'll probably be the price for that. And it's a pretty decent quality figure, so I definitely didn't mind it. Next, the Doctor Who book. This one has a value on the back. So the price of this book is $7.95. So $8. I don't really think it's worth that. I feel like if someone was selling books like this, you could get them very cheap. This seems like something you'd find at like a dollar bookstore, because it's just very outdated. It wasn't really special. But it says $8, and I don't know a lot about finding books, so I'll just give it the $8 value. That's fine. It's worth $8 if it's a good book, so. Alright. The card. This is actually a really nice card. Greeting cards actually go pretty pricey these days. Even the cheapest of greeting cards is still going to run you a couple bucks, like $3, $4, maybe even $5. But an interactive one like this, these really nice ones, these will go pretty high. So I could see it's on the very lowest, like $5, but this could easily go for like $10, maybe even more than that. because there's just so much in there. Like I said, this is kind of like a gift in itself. So in America, like where we are, if you were to buy a greeting card of this nature, I could easily see it going for around like $7 to $10, like right around in that range. So no problem, I could see it going for that, because it's pretty cool. And if someone did like Doctor Who, they would definitely love this birthday card. Alright, the last thing, the candy. I just put them at $1 a piece. You'd probably find them cheaper than that if you were going to go to a candy store. But these are American candies, and this box is from the UK. So people in the UK would have a much more difficult time trying to find simple candies like this. In the US, it'd be less than $1, but I'm going to bump it up to $1 a piece because considering this box is for people in the UK. And yeah, that was about all the items. So on the low end of this box, it was about 46, and on the high end, it was about 55. So that's actually like a pretty decent value. So somewhere in between there. So like right around $50 if you like went halfway between those numbers. So $50 for this box, which is actually not that bad. Considering people in the UK, they pay I think $26 US for this box because they get free shipping, and then I pay I think $30 US for this. So the value actually was not that bad. And this is what I've been expecting of this box, because back in December when I had all the trouble with them, if you haven't watched that video, please do, the box was actually pretty decent. You got about $60 in that box, you got double your value, and you had some cool stuff. The past 2 months for January and February were total shit. Like they just had some really bad ones. But I kept waiting for them to kind of pick it up again, and you know, they kind of did. This box wasn't particularly amazing by any means, but you had a good variety of stuff, and you definitely got your nerd fill of like all the different types of things. You got your like sci-fi, you got your Marvel, you got your like fantasy, mystery kind of stuff in there, and you got some candy. So it was a good variety of stuff. And I think honestly people in the UK would really like this one, because this is all US stuff that's going to be pretty hard for them to find there. Easy for us, but hard for them. So this box actually has a decent value. So the conflict I constantly run into is trying to value this box, because it's different for people in the US and people in the UK. Most of my values that I do are going to be for people in the US strictly. So I'll try to do like a little bit of both. So yeah, we'll do that. Just one sec. So for people in the US, I would give this box a 6, maybe a 6.5, because you got a decent value, you got a variety of stuff, and you got some interesting items, so not too bad. For people in the UK, I would actually give this like a 7, maybe even a 7.5, because you got things that you're not going to find in the UK that you'd have to order from the US, and that would probably cost a lot of money. So I think for anyone in the UK, they would have really liked this box. For people in the US, it was just okay. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't spectacular. And the shirt quality wasn't that great. So on my video, the rating I'm going to put is either a 6 or 6.5 with all this considered. That being said, I don't know how to feel about this company. I'm still so pissed off at them for everything they've put me through, the massacre, mess of stuff that I had to go through, the hoops I've had to jump through. And sometimes the first box was awesome, this one was okay, the last two were shit. So I don't know how to feel. I really don't. I think I finally may cancel this box. I've already paid for the month of April, so that one's coming. No choice of mine. But I think I may actually cancel this one. I think it's had a long enough run. It's had its ups and downs, but I'm not too hopeful for the month of April, so I may actually finally get rid of this one. I think I've done enough videos. I think I've gotten the message out there enough, but let me know what you guys think, if I should continue it or what I should do about that. But anyway, it's been interesting getting stuff from the UK. It's not that great when I get stuff that's from the US. I understand why they do that, because it's hard to get it in the UK. But getting a UK box, I was hoping for UK stuff. So I think I may set this one aside for now and try out some different boxes from the UK, such as Infinity Crate, Z-Box. If I could ever get them to ship to me, if they'll stop causing me problems, then I think I may switch it off for a while. Because we have too many boxes this month. We just do. I think the total is going to be 14 boxes this month. That's just too many. That's a ridiculous amount of boxes. So I think I'm going to have to start switching them out, trying different things, and going some different directions. So this has been my Geek Box. This has been the 4th one I've got, and this was definitely better than the last 2 months. So it was an okay box. They did okay. They did alright. So thank you for watching, and let me know what you guys think in the comments about this box and about the future of my Geek Box. Thank you for listening. I appreciate all you people that actually sit through all the minutes of my videos. You guys are champs. So thank you for watching every last minute. Thank you for subscribing. Talk to y'all soon. Love you all. Peace.